Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rinterview. This time, we have a special guest today with us, YMLegend. Yay!
How's it going, Rin?
I'm good. How about
Thank you for
yourself?
having me. I appreciate it.
Of
It's going
course,
good.
of course.
Very busy day.
Everybody's busy nowadays. Tell me about it.
That's true. That is true.
All right. Tell us about a little bit about yourself. Of course, I know who you are. I know what you do, but introduce yourself to your new audience, maybe.
So I'm a virtual reality recording artist as well as a content creator here on VR chat, or what people want to call the metaverse, who doesn't understand what VR chat is. In some sense, it's hard to explain what VR chat is sometimes, or virtual reality.
This show is for me to know about you, right? And also to the audience, also know who you are, your true self. So whatever you want to tell us, whatever you're comfortable with.
I was a little while back, I was in a motorcycle accident that I almost died from.
Oh.
It was very crazy on the freeway. Dang, it's hard to talk about it.
Actually, let's focus on you and your art, okay? Let's focus on that.
Okay.
All right. I know that YM is an excellent rapper. I listened to a few of his songs recently. Between us, me and Mochi is doing a little bit something to one of your song, but just shh, keep that between us. Keep that between us. Keep that between us.
until the episode comes out. Everybody's gonna know about it.
Shh, you guys. Shh. No, but I love your one of your song. Oh God, what is the name? Oh my God, it's like your newest one. It's like Ron something.
Rotten Flowers.
Yes, the verse in
Thank you.
that one. That the verse in that one, excellent.
It's a little personal. It's a whole story of everything I've kind of been through, and I pushed it into a way that makes it relatable to everyone else dealing with the same situation. You know, and that's why I kind of got a lot deeper on that project.
Would you mind tell us what each line in the verse mean? As an artist, of course, you would be able to explain that better than anyone.
Okay, let's start with Rotten Flowers. So
sure.
Rotten Flowers, a little bit about the track is you want to change for yourself.
Of course.
But there's always people around you that when you start to change, everyone thinks you've changed in a negative way. And a lot of people don't see people trying to change to better themselves. I went through life always trying to just live and please everybody, you know, and be there for everyone. And I started realizing, you know what, hey, that brings back to my accident, where after that, I was living the life of going out. I was partying. I was making music that people wanted to hear. Of course. What I thought was pleasing the world instead of music that pleases myself. Alongside of Rotten Flowers is during the process after my accident, I ended up changing the way I think about life and how I value life. And the more I started changing, where I didn't want to drink as much, I didn't want to party as much, I didn't want to do a bunch of stuff, a lot of people looked at me like, oh, you're changing, you know, and started pretty much vanishing from
most
me, in a sense.
Humans are creatures that, even though we are adaptable, mentally we are scared of changes. To some people, change frightens them because they don't know what to expect in a change.
Exactly.
We are accustomed to a formula. We are accustomed to a routine. And when things fall out of said routine, it can become worrisome. You know what I mean?
A little different.
Yeah. I was the same way, to be honest with you. Like, for the longest time, I have always afraid of change. Like, even in myself, I always try to keep like a consistent routine with everybody, but at some point I just realized that it's not good for me as to grow as a person. So when I joined VR like back months ago, like 3-4 months ago, I started to express more. I started, I guess, being my true self, because there's now a mask that separate your reality and your virtual.
That is
So
true.
it's easier to
That is
be
true.
yourself, you know? Like it's easier to just talk to I don't know. That's just me, but that's me rambling on. That's
But it is crazy though, like the virtual self, it is what you would say a little different than outside and inside.
Of course,
Like,
100%.
but I'm not gonna lie. When I did my first concert in VR, I thought it was way more scarier than doing it IRL.
But like I feel like
Which was
that is
different.
because you never done a VR concert before because it's new, you know? Like no one has really done
Yes.
it besides like, you know, like the DJ scene or like the lap dance scenes, you know, like those like, you know, you used to go on stage like when I first danced
That is
in
true.
like a club setting, I was nervous because like there's now an audience, you know, even though I don't know them, even though like it's a bit smaller, it's still an audience that expect something from us.
That is true. If
And
you
it's
guys
up
don't
to-
know, that's
yeah.
watching from my end, Rin is one of the best dancers on VR chat.
No,
I'm
stop.
just gonna throw that out right now. I'm gonna throw that out right now.
Stop. No,
If you have
no.
not seen, before you watch this one, I want you guys to pause it. Go back to the last Rinterview with Mochi Bunny. Watch that one through.
Not the shout out.
And check out
Shout
the
out.
check out the ending. Check out the whole thing actually, but watch the ending when they do a sneak peek of their routine. It's flawless.
Thank you. She forgot some of it. Not gonna lie, still mad at you. I will come for you, Mochi. Watch out.
Oof.
But anyways,
Thinking
enough
about
about her. Let's focus back on you. So, what does the verse in Rotten Flower mean?
Oh, now you're putting me on blast. I don't even remember it. You know, it's one of those things when you start the song and you hear it, you remember everything. But now asking to go back and rerun through it. Okay, how did I start the song? Where I was always in the moment where I always wanted to give. No hesitation for no greatness when you filthy living. I always wanted to be great. And I always wanted to be what everyone else thought of me as, like, oh, this dude's in the music industry, he's balling and he's doing this. But when you say filthy living, it was, you were living dirty. You weren't living like
Lavishly.
You were living the way society wants you. Yeah. It was like one of those things where I thought it was cool, but it wasn't to me. Now that I think about it, it's all for show. Used to hang with friends, and now you chilling by yourself now, which goes along the lines where I stay to myself a lot because I do have a lot of friends that are pushing and moving forward, and congratulate you guys. But that lifestyle is why I had friends, because I went out and I drank. Or, hey, YM, yo, come drink and turn up with us. But now I'm by myself because I'm working on my craft and doing that.
That's also a good thing though, because now you have time for VR where you can do the same thing essentially, but it's different.
That is
Like
true.
you used to have fun, like you hang out with me, you hang out with Mochi, like Lethal Lexi. We all hang out, to some extent. It's not as I don't know, honestly. I viewed these hangouts as real because it's real time spending with real people. If you think about it, like that's some form, some aspect. It's still the real person behind the avatar.
I know that you're sitting in your room or your loft or a gaming center, whatever you have, and you're sitting down, which feels like, I move my leg, you move it feels like we're sitting down having a full-on conversation, which we are. It's trying to explain this to people that don't understand this.
Of course.
It feels
go
like
back
you're here.
to the thing. Like it's go back to the first thing. People are scared of this technology because they don't understand it, because it's a new thing that is changing. It is changing.
Exactly.
My claws was out the entire time. I forgot.
Hey, it looked dope.
There, it looked dope.
Cool.
It looked dope. It looked dope.
Okay. And that was pretty much that line, which stems off of that. Spending all, and then I used to hang with friends and how you chilling by yourself now. Spending all your cash on their habits, what got you broke now. And that was pretty much me always. Hey guys, you want to drink? And when me and my friends go out, or me and everyone go out, it's a thing where we never say, oh, you got yourself. And that's what I would always spend, or people would be like, hey, I want to go here and I want to get this and I want to get this. And I would pitch into it and I would help out, even if it was something I didn't do. You know, it wasn't my forte to do that. I would still put in so everyone else is having a good time.
Like when I hang out with friends in like a large group, and like they want to go do something and I don't, it's kind of hard to say no, and you have to tag along because you don't want to ruin the vibe or the mood or whatever.
It is true. And you know what? That's how I always used to think. I always used to think that way. And now it's at the point where I never have a problem saying no now. You know, after learning the stuff I've learned, it's like, hey, you guys all want to go here? I'm going to take a lift home. I've been drinking a little bit. I'm going to take a lift home. Oh, you don't want to go? No, I'm good. Like,
exactly.
I'm good.
Exactly. Like, now you know to say no.
That's the best way to live. Everyone out there, if you're watching, all you have to do is say no. It doesn't matter what people say about you or how they're going to look at you the next day. Oh, you should have been there. You should have did this. You know what? I could have, but what I should have done was go home like I did the other day, or go do something else. And it's, you don't have to fall into what the world wants you to do or what they want you to be. Do what you want to do. And that's one of the best things I love to tell people is push, motivate, do what you want to do. If it's not your cup of tea or your forte, don't do it just to fit in.
Exactly. Now I'm just simply doing what make me happy. Whatever the fuck you want to do, like, and all the time.
Okay,
with no consequences. The best fucking feeling.
Depending on what we're talking about. Some things have little consequences. Depends, you know.
I once slashed tires and I never got caught, so I don't know what consequences is. Shh, you guys don't know.
I think we've all done some stuff. We've all kind of, you know, we've all been there. Oh, my legs.
Your legs. Let's go back to the lyrics. We keep railing off.
Which I like this though, because each line pretty much stems off into
its own thing.
It's a conversation, and that's what I love about the song is
lyrics.
Each line can relate to someone or evolve into a conversation.
All perspective.
I love it.
Art is subjective, and you know, and it's on your own way to take the meanings. It's your own perspective on it.
That is true.
But usually, I always like to hear like
art.
Art is amazing, but I also want to hear like the creator of said art explain the meaning, because they themselves know best. Because it's their art,
especially like when you dance.
Yeah,
you can tell something's going on, or that's why when they say you dance with emotion or feeling, that's true. A lot of the times you come up with the choreograph, or if I said that right, a choreo that is something you're feeling. Or a lot of times some people don't do, you know, choreos. They just get up on stage and they go.
It's just freestyle.
You know, a lot of competitions and stuff.
Let's go back to the lyric. Okay. Where were you?
You're talented.
You're talented. Shit. You editor, rapper, music producer, photographer.
That's my cousin. He was supposed to be here, but you know, that's him that does it. Not me. That's my cousin that does all of that.
Oh. Your twins, perhaps?
My twin. And I said, hated how you laid up on that sofa with your mind gone. Faded out your vision thinking who to put the blame on. And it was one of those things where I would get so drunk and I would lay down on the couch. Right? And I would sit there and the first thing I do is, why you guys get me so drunk? Why you guys get me so messed up? When you was steady mixing up the potion, which means, why am I going to put the blame on other people when I was the one like, hey guys, let me mix you the drink. So I played a part in causing me to get drunk on the couch, you know, so it's no reason to blame everyone else.
You are your own nightmare. They mean it. You are your own downfall. There's really some truth into that saying. You are your own downfall. That is the truth. That really is. You're always bringing up the truth and facts, and I love it. That's why I like Rinterview. Awesome. I love you. I love you. Stop. Making the host fluster does not do you any good here. Okay? You're still going to get exposed. So, let's get on with it.
really want time and wanted to shine and wanted to grow. So I always wanted the time to shine and to grow and be something different. And all of your friends would never come out to all your shows, because I've had times where I was motivated to do music and I was motivated to push and I wanted to do something, but it felt like at some times when the shows came up, people didn't come. A lot of the shows that we've done, it's everyone will go in front of the stage, you know, when we started, to watch their artist perform or who they came for. But as soon as they leave, they would follow them to the corner. Sometimes me and my partner went up, Dynamic, shout out to Dynamic, Mystic Nerds, that's how we started everything. Go ahead and look it all up. We would go on stage, and there was times we didn't have the entourage and we didn't have the crowd. So we were up there. It felt like it was empty, but it wasn't. I'm not going to change just because that was the case. I may have skipped some lines. I'm not sure. Have to go
Who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows?
It was one of those things where you just,
you
still don't change no matter what you're going through. I probably skipped it. I probably skipped a lot. He was always now you got me in my head, Rin. You got me in my head.
You want to take a minute to go look it up.
Hey, you wanted to laugh, you wanted to cry, you wanted to be lame, you wanted the game, you wanted to blame. That's why you sitting by yourself now. Used to open up and still you shutting all your thoughts down. When they change,
that's the song I like the most. That's my current favorite song.
Thank you. I don't want you to say it because we know each other. I mean, and that's why, like, I love the honesty too. And I know you like it. And that I've heard that, like, my friends will be like, dude, it's really good. And sometimes I always think to myself, like, dang, are they saying that because, like, we're friends
or that, you know,
this? But I think Rotten Flowers just touched a lot of people in a different way. Yeah. Emotionally. And I feel like
to be honest,
it connects
with you,
so well.
If I don't care for your stuff, I won't talk about it. You know, like you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, like if I don't care about your stuff or I don't like it, I just won't talk about it, or just, you know, I won't compliment it, because if it's bad, it doesn't worth a compliment. Remember that. But onto another question: have you experienced any like cross reference between VR and IRL? Like, what's something you think that is inexchangeable between the two reality?
I would say, for me, I think it's awesome that I like the ability to motivate and push people for me.
Yes.
And
you are a supporter, you know, you support everyone.
That's because I know what it's like to want that support. You know, and have that support system, and you do a lot of things going on IRL, because before the VR scene, I was an IRL artist, which I still am. It's just coming into here, like, I know what it's like to want that, someone to tell you, like, tap you on the shoulder and be like, come on, you got this, you know. And that's one thing I'm very good at, is I like to support and I like to listen. And coming into VR, I have my friend Lethal Lexi, and he dances, and a lot of people know him in the dancing community. And he was just like, yo, I want to do music. Yeah. And I look at him and I'm like, well, why haven't you done it yet? I don't know. Well, why not? You know, why not start now? That energy that I give off around people and just trying to motivate everyone. It's I don't like to say it, because when you say it about yourself, a lot of people are like, oh, you just, you know, you're gassing yourself. It's like, no, I've heard I've inspired a lot of people in VR to do stuff. And that's something that I have IRL that crosses into VR. Yeah. And I feel like people in VR listen to that a lot more than people I know IRL.
Which is really funny. Because, you know, like, of course, like, you would think IRL, it would be the other way around, you know? That's funny to me.
You think so?
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've been thinking of doing content creation IRL for like the longest time, but I never did it. But here in VR, for some reason, it make me want to do it.
I think it's the headset for a lot of people when you're not
the mask?
Out IRL, but you're inside your room. And the fact that you can create music, create a podcast, create an interview setup, create dance videos, and create stuff. You're not in front of people out if you went to a show or a dance competition, but you're still in front of people. And I think they listen. I don't know. That's a hard thing to say because people IRL, it's like, hey, you should do music. No, I'm doing it for fun. And then you got people on here. It's like, I want to do music.
Yeah.
How do I get involved?
True.
Like, look at you. Okay, let's go along the lines of what you do.
What do I do? Are you exposing me?
Right? And you dance.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. You can say that you've put on a dance concert or a dance performance in virtual reality. And when you think about that IRL, how many people can say, I'm doing a dance concert in virtual? Now, I know VR chat, the community, there's a lot of them. And I love every single one of you guys for doing that. If you compare the world outside to the VR chat world, there may be hundreds of thousands of people in VR chat, but look how many people are in the world that doesn't know about VR chat. And you can say, you know, we put on concerts in VR. We do dancing.
Yep.
We're doing an interview in VR chat. This all just leads into so much stuff. I wish I could sit down and have a conversation with you for a while.
You're always so busy. I'm always down to talk, but you always doing something. I'm always doing something too, so kind of like a fun of both of us. But hey, that's a good thing though. Both of us maintain busy. That's mean we're always doing something to better ourselves, to better our content. That's what I like.
Exactly.
That's what I love. It's just pushing
We're
your
always
art,
working on
pushing your
stuff.
craft. Pretty much, we are reaching the end of Rinterview, you know? So, how about for our last segment, since you're a rapper, how about you perform one of your songs for us? Like, maybe like a little bit of it? Maybe like do a little performance of Rotten Flowers or any of your other songs?
I actually can drop a verse of something new that I can rap a little something. If I mess up, it's a little different, but it goes, they tell me to do this in a video, promise to get me some likes. Told me put girls in the background, told me to turn off the lights. They wanted a reason to hate me. They probably just wanted to fight. Told me the music would change me. I hate to admit it, they right. I know that I'm great. Told me I wouldn't be nothing. Dollars will make a discussion. Living the proof. Went and just bought me a booth. Now I record in a room. Learning to mix all my feelings in music. But what do I do when the pressure is choosing? I hate to admit, but I know when I'm losing, I'm going insane. Like, what am I doing? Then the beat will skip.
Ooh.
Packing the beats and I don't even know it. The caliber flow and I'm already rolling. I know that I'm lazy, but don't even show it. They tell me to leave. I'm not losing my focus. Loading the gun, but I'm shooting the blanks. Mentally crazy, I'm walking a plank. Under the weather, but I'm getting better. The cheddar be better on different levels.
Breath control, amazing.
It goes.
Breath control,
it's a little different because
amazing.
It's hot in California. It's really hot in California.
Yes.
So I'm sweating in this headset. Like my head's.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If you watch our last episode, skin routine people, skin routine.
Oh yes.
Skin routine.
Oh yes.
Skin routine. If you guys want, I'll do it. I'll drop my skincare routine. No pimple. Glass skin.
Say we drop in the comments.
Drop it in the comments.
Rins skin routine.
See?
Rins skin routine. Let's go.
But before we end this, do you have any last words for your fans, the audience, your support people, your team, anything?
You know what's crazy? This is like one of those questions when they say at the Grammys, do you have any, who do you want to thank or do you want to say? I wrote this whole thing down, but I forgot what I was going to say.
But they ask it. Yeah. In your heart, you know who those people are. Even though you don't say it, like, you know who those people are. And of course, you would do anything for them like they would do anything for you.
Don't move or don't push for what people want you to do.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do and you do it to the fullest. It doesn't matter if it's music, if it's drawing, if it's dancing, if it's content creating, and start. The more and the longer you say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. No, there's no, I'm going to do it. Just do it. Oh, let me fix my leg. Oh no, my leg's going out. Oh no. Help. Okay. You know what? I lost a leg. Okay. Just push. And I'm here with you guys. That's why I started the whole Legendary brand. Of course. Is to support everyone who feels like they can't do it. Or maybe IRL, they've been told, no, I can't do it IRL.
So selfless. That's why I love YM.
This is all you. And that's what I tell people. Thank you so. No, this is all you. I'm just that, like I said, bringing IRL to here. I'm the person that push you, like,
Yeah.
believe in yourself. It's a lot I can get into, but you know
what? Since we don't have any more time, one last question. What do you think of Rinterview?
What do I think of it? Genius. And the fact that you take the time to study and research, ask personal questions about the person you're interviewing. So when you come in, I know about this person. Even if you book or you get asked to be on Rinterview and Rin doesn't know you, he's going to get to know you, and he'll probably know more about you than you know about yourself.
You're literally just oh my god. You're literally just flustering me. You know what? I'm out. Bye.